So I figured this would be a fun topic to talk about. We're going to talk about some over-unders for this game coming up between my Bulldogs and the Clemson Tigers. We know that both are not returning a whole lot of production. They're not. But there is a difference between returning starters for a mediocre team and returning starters for Georgia. What I mean is, starters on other teams, mediocre teams, are playing 80 to 90% of snaps. Starters at Georgia are playing 65% of the snaps. So, excuse me. So we have a lot of guys coming back who have played a lot and who have been named starters on depth charts throughout the season, but they haven't been the main starters. And I say that to say we're going to start with running backs. ETN is out. Roderick Robinson's out. It's top two running backs are out for your team. Now, do I believe that Roderick Robinson Roderick Robinson is the number two running back on this team? I don't know. I know production-wise he is from last year, but Branson Robinson's a really good running back. And last year people had him above Roderick. So I think Branson will get a few carries. I think Kaz Jones will get a good amount of carries, and I think Nate Frazier will get a good amount of carries. Will Georgia not run the ball as much because of the lack of experience and maturity at the running back position? We don't know. But I'm going to say Georgia tomorrow runs for more than 150 yards. I think those three running backs combined will be over 150 yards. If Carson runs for 37 yards, I won't count it. But I'm going to say 150 yards from the ground game. I think it's going to be a very smash-mouth football game just because Kirby loves that kind of stuff. I mean, we know that. We've learned to love it. Georgia's always been that way, but Kirby's very stubborn with it, in a way of wanting to try to break you. We've heard that in multiple of halftime speeches. But I'm going to go 150 yards from the running backs. I think quarterback, Carson Beck is going to have over or under 300 yards passing. I'm going to go under. I think he's going to have about 250 to 275. He may go out there and surprise me. But I don't think this is going to be a very high-scoring game just because Kirby doesn't mind winning this game in a vanilla way. Also, you don't have your top two running backs, and you got a lot of guys who didn't start last year at the wide receiver position. You got transfers coming in who we saw last year. Dominic Lovett and Ra Thomas were not getting a lot of reps at the beginning of the season, and they were transfers. Now, they were great towards the end of the season, but Dominic Lovett will have a heck of a game tomorrow, which I'm going to say Dom has under 100 yards receiving tomorrow. And I think our defense has a pick. And then score prediction, I think we hold Clemson to 17 points or less, and I think we will score in the 31 to 34 range. But yeah, I wanted, like I said, I wanted to do an over/under. You guys, tell me what your over/under is, or tell me what you think is going to happen. Love listening to predictions, whether it's score predictions, yard predictions, defensive predictions, sacks, whatever the case may be. But I think our defensive line is going to ball out tomorrow. I think they are going to swarm the quarterback. I think our linebackers are crazy, literally. They're psycho. We're going to see that. But yeah, that's my quick over/under for you guys. When you watch this, tell me what yours is too.